Hi there, today I'm going to show you guys how to do a one row buttonhole that I use in most of my patterns. I use it a lot in my slipper patterns. So basically we're going to be binding off and then casting back on stitches all in one row to form a buttonhole. So we're going to start by knitting about 3 stitches in from the side just so we're not right along the edge here. So I'm just going to knit 3 stitches in and again just follow your pattern, whatever it says to do, but for this demonstration I'm gonna do a 5-stitch buttonhole. You can adjust it to however large your button is, but to start you want to bring your yarn to the front, you want to slip your next stitch purlwise and then bring your yarn to the back again, so you've just kind of wrapped that stitch. Now to do a 5-stitch buttonhole you want to bind off 5 stitches, so you're going to slip the next stitch, pass over 5 times, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now you've got that last lonely stitch there, you just want to put it back on your left hand needle. So you've essentially cast off 5 stitches there, so that's going to be the bottom of your buttonhole. Now you want to turn your work around, you want to bring your yarn to the back, and now we're going to cast those stitches back on. Now we're going to cast on 1 more stitch than we cast off. So if you cast off 5 stitches, you want to if you bound off 5 stitches, you want to cast on 6, and if you bound off 4 stitches, you want to cast on 5. So however many you did, cast on 1 more. So we're going to do a cable cast on. So we're going to insert the right hand needle between that first and second stitch on your left hand needle there, and you're going to knit, catch that loop, and return it to your left hand needle. So we're going to do that 6 times. So there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4, 5, and 6. So just to catch you up here, so we've bound off 5 stitches down here, and then we've cast on 6 more up there, so that's going to kind of complete the buttonhole. So now we just need to reattach those stitches there so it can complete it. So how we're going to do that is we're going to turn our work around once again, bring your yarn to the back of your work, and you're going to want to slip the next stitch purlwise and then slip a stitch over it. So that's just going to reinforce it, and it's going to get rid of that extra stitch we had on cast on. So and then we're going to return that stitch to your left hand needle. So that's once you start knitting a little bit more. Here, I'll just knit a few stitches to show you what it looks like there. So that's your completed buttonhole. It's going to look something like that. So maybe we'll do one more just to make sure we understand the process here. So we're going to bring our yarn to the front, slip a stitch purlwise, bring your yarn to the back again, and then slip and pass over 5 stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then just return that last stitch onto your left hand needle, turn your work around, bring your yarn to the back, and cable cast on 6 stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to turn our work around one more time, bring our yarn to the back, slip your next stitch purlwise, and put a stitch over it for reinforcement. Put that last stitch back onto your left hand needle, and then just finish off your row. So now I've just done 2 little buttonholes there, and that's what your finished buttonhole should look like. So you've just bound off and cast on stitches, and that is how you work a 1 row buttonhole that are in lots of my pick and knit slipper patterns. So thanks for watching.